guys, and welcome back to another episode of MVA Today. I'm Greg.
And I'm Maddie Salinas. Hey Greg, how long have you been going to school here?
This is my second year here. How about you?
This is actually my 13th year here. So much has changed, especially the campus.
When I first came here, the new upper school building had just opened.
Montverde used to be so much smaller than it is now.
But no matter how big it gets, we're always going to be a family. Whoa, Maddie, are you okay?
Yeah, just feeling a little bit under the weather.
Well, let's go to our friend Summer for some tips on how to stay healthy.
Here are a couple of quick tips to stay healthy. Wash your hands, cover your mouth when you cough, drink plenty of water, and eat healthy foods.
Wow, thanks Summer. I feel better already.
That's great. So Maddie, since you have tissues, what else is in your backpack?
I have a folder, a pencil, and some snacks. What about you?
I have headphones and my iPad. Now let's go to Naja to find out what other students have in their bags.
Hey, what's good? It's Najee in your neighborhood, and I got some help with me today. So, Jabril, what's the weirdest thing in your backpack?
I got hot sauce.
Can you please tell me the weirdest thing in your backpack?
Yeah, I think my brush tooth.
Can you please tell me the weirdest thing in your backpack?
Actually, there's a umbrella in my backpack. It's weird. See?
What's good, RJ?
I'm chilling.
Tell me the weirdest thing you got in your backpack.
I mean, I don't really got much in my backpack, you feel me? I mean...
What's good, Camila? How are you, bro?
I'm getting you know.
All right, please tell me the weirdest thing in your backpack.
I'm not sure. Let me check.
I had fun, y'all. Back to you guys.
That was crazy. As you can see, some of the students failed to block the dunks.
Speaking of failure, Greg, have you ever failed while doing something?
I have definitely failed to pronounce some of the other students' last names here at Montverde.
I have too. I wonder if our faculty has had any other failures in their lives.
Well, luckily, we had Jacob interview some of the teachers.
Okay, so we're here with the magnificent Mr. Clapper. Has there ever been an instance where you haven't quite achieved a goal or fell short in something? And if so, how did you turn that into a possible success or a good situation?
Well, it's probably not an instance, but what a lot of people don't know about me is that for the first probably eight grades, first through eighth grade, I was actually in special education. To simply put it, I couldn't read. And through a lot of hard work, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of frustration, I was able to overcome it with the help of my parents and earn a degree, earn a master's degree, and probably teach at one of the finest institutions in the country. So if I can overcome that, I think anybody can overcome anything.
Wow, thank you. So we're lucky enough to be here with Miss Walsworth. Miss Walsworth, has there ever been a moment in time where you've fallen short of your goals or something? And if so, how did you turn that around and change it into something possibly positive?
Well, I thought a lot about this, and there was a time several years ago where I thought that perhaps I didn't want to teach anymore. I wanted to do something different. And so I interviewed for 3 different jobs in 3 different areas. And while I thought the interviews went well, it was clear to me, even for some of them right after the interview, that that job was not for me. So as I reflected on those interviews, I tried to change those things that looked like failures into a positive, directing me back to teaching and taking some things I'd learned from the interviews to improve my professional performance. So turning negatives into a positive.
All right, we're here with the one and only Mr. Prescott. The question today is, have you ever had something that you did that you possibly regret or fell short on, and how did you turn that into a success?
Well, there's plenty of things that I fell short on, failed on, and plenty of regrets. The one that comes to mind at this point is from almost 30 years ago. I was at a dinner where everybody brought something. And there was this piece of dessert that was almost a cheesecake, and it was truly, truly awful. And I was standing talking to a man that was there, and he happened to be the executive chef at the country club that everybody in Tampa wanted to be a part of. And I looked at that, and I said, you know, I don't know who made that, but it is truly, truly awful. He got quiet. He looked at me. And then in a small voice, he said, I made that. What did I learn from that moment? Sometimes you just shut up and don't say everything you think. And sometimes I follow my own advice.
Well, thank you.
Thanks to the faculty for telling us how they have bounced back from their mistakes.
Switching gears to a more positive side, let's go to sports to find out how our Eagles have been doing.
Thanks, Maddie and Greg.
It's your boy Reeves.
And I'm Monday. Last Friday, our girls' varsity soccer team made it to the regional finals at Bishop Moore High School. They played very well and won 4-3 in double overtime on penalty kicks. Congratulations, girls. They also play again this Friday at 7 p.m. here at the stadium field in the state semifinals.
Yesterday, spring sports got underway, with our boys' varsity lacrosse team having their first game away at Tempe Jesuit.
On Friday, they will be continuing the season with their first home game against Howell. Good luck on that in all games.
Tomorrow and Friday, our softball team will be competing in their preseason classic away at Mount Dora High School. Their season officially begins next Tuesday, the 14th, when they play their first home game against Winter Park.
Well, that wraps it up this week for this week's Sport News and Monday.
I'm Reeves. Back to you, Greg and Maddie.
Wow, we have a busy week coming up. Greg, aren't you a golfer?
Yeah, but sometimes it gets stressful having to manage school, practice, and homework. I could really use some tips on how to manage all of this.
Well, don't worry, Andrea has you covered.
Thanks, guys, and welcome to Advice with Andrea. We are less than a month into second semester, but I think everyone is already feeling the stress. My biggest advice is get over it. That test you're waiting to take an L on, but are stressing over it because you think you may actually pull out the dub, just get over it. You won't. That senioritis that you think is kicking in sophomores and juniors, get over it, because you definitely don't have it yet. Seniors, don't worry. You totally do have senioritis, and you don't have to get over it. Enjoy just giving up on all work and that last bit of hope that you would get 5s on your AP exams. But most importantly, if things get hard and don't go your way, get over it and give up. We all have obstacles that get in our way of what we want or what we thought we were going to achieve. But the moment these obstacles appear, it's time to give up and chill where you're at. Or, if you want, just complain and cry to everyone about all your problems so that you never get over them. Well, that's all the advice I have for you today, because I've gotten over writing this script. Just kidding, but back to you, Maddie and Greg.
Thanks, Andrea. That was so helpful.
I'm happy that you feel better, but now on to desk mentions.
Tonight, we have a strings concert at the Claremont Performing Arts Center starting at 6:30 p.m. There will be a Chick-fil-A on sale at the Student Center for a prom fundraiser. Also, this Friday is a Jeans Day.
On Saturday, there's a TOEFL test at MVA and an ACT test at East Ridge. Both start at 8 a.m. There's also an SSAT here at 9 a.m.
Lastly, the Valentine's Dance is Saturday night at 7:30 p.m.
Before we go, I would like to give a shout out to the Music Conservatory and Fine Arts students for their singing and string performances this past weekend. In all, they had 21 superior ratings. Congratulations.
Well, that wraps up for MVA today. From myself and the rest of the students at the TV Studio Broadcasting course in Stevens Mia Art Building, I'm Greg.
And I'm Maddie.
Stay healthy, Eagles.